However, one thing that I like to encourage women, especially women who are ambitious and high performing, if you can put a lot of effort and energy in anywhere, why not put it into yourself?
Mm,
And so, if the challenge is I need to slow down, one of my tips oftentimes with anxiety is use the art of delay. Like just before you respond, before you give in to the urgency, can we just slow down for 5 minutes before we answer a text, before we say yes to something when we know we're too busy, um,
mm.
before we agree to something when we know we don't actually want to do it? So, one first practical tip is I call it the art of delay. Just give yourself 5 minutes to actually ask yourself, what is it that I want here? What works for me and what's sustainable before I actually jump into typically saying yes.
That is a good one. Another thing I wanted to talk to you about, which kind of goes along with what you just said, is boundaries.
Hmm.
What can you
Boundaries.
tell us about boundaries?
Boundaries is a very popular word. In a way that I'm happy that there's more awareness, but I also think there's sometimes a misconception that a boundary is like hard no. That's what
Hmm.
boundary means.
Hmm.
And it can, so don't get me wrong, but boundaries are just ensuring that you have a good sense of yourself